Welcome to Manifesting Through Motherhood. I'm your host, Lindsay Williams, a self-development mentor, entrepreneur and author, dedicated to helping busy mums like you manifest success, balance and create passive income on your terms. With years of experience in mindset, manifestation, fitness, parenting and business growth, I share simple yet powerful strategies to help you transform your life without the overwhelm. If you're ready to up-level your mindset, build a thriving business and create the life you truly deserve, you're in the right place. You can also find all my books on Amazon, packed with tools to help you manifest and grow. So don't forget to follow the podcast to be updated on all new episodes. And let's get going. Welcome back, ladies. How is everybody doing? How is everybody feeling at the minute? Everybody's feeling really online, everyone's feeling flat. People that I didn't expect to struggle have been putting posts online saying they are really struggling. Business owners, busy mums, everybody seems to be struggling. I think life is heavy at the minute. Online seems quite heavy. So we do need to make sure that we are keeping away from the news and things that are going on, and make sure that we are even ramping up our manifesting rituals on a daily, because if we're not, then we tend to kind of slip a little bit. And this week I felt so depleted. Last week I was on fire. I think I started last week, started feeling a bit flat. As in my body was I've not wanted to do a lot of exercise. I get days where I am like that, where I just feel like my body feels really heavy. So my photo shoot was absolutely amazing. If you see my pictures, Kimmy, I've actually changed my podcast art cover again because I absolutely love the picture. So I was like, right, I'm going to change it, because it's really nice to look at our brand and what, our pictures, and out with the old, in with the new, and obviously lost weight. Some of my pictures look a lot different. It's just, sometimes it's nice to show up as us, and, we can just escape from being parents for a day and just be us. And you don't have to be in business to have a photo shoot. You can just go and have some headshots with Kimmy. If you're up in up the Ribble Valley, you can go and see Kimmy and get some photos done, or wherever you live. It's just nice to spend a bit of time for you, to do the things that you want. But I think people are, I see now, I don't know if it's the weather, the kids have gone back to school. I think we don't know what to do with ourselves. But everybody is getting into that heavy burnout feeling. And I don't know if mine is burnout at the minute, but I'm getting up in the morning and I'm wanting to go back to bed, and that is just not me. And I'm struggling to get through clients. I'm working and I'm getting through my clients, but and once I get going, I'm all right, but I'm still feeling a bit, what's up with me? I've been to bed. So we've been going to bed a bit earlier, and I've been in that lovely snuggly phase. So we've just been relaxing, having some tea at night and just watching movies. When I lay on the settee and I'm chilling, I'm all right, but it's not like me. I am usually quite energetic, and maybe that's my problem. I'm just constantly flying around everywhere, doing everything. So I've given myself permission this week to just pull back a little bit. And we don't always see when we're burning out. It just happens. It can come. So I'm thinking, is it this? Is it that? Why am I feeling this kind of way? My voice has gone a bit croaky, and my nose is a bit blocked. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be getting a cold. Sometimes that is a big sign. We get cold sores, we get tiredness. Our body tells us we've got to relax, and we don't always do that. Our energy might have been compromised. That could be a little bit of me. Sometimes people's energy does pull me down a little bit. So we can really, that can cross over as well. So we've got to be really careful on making sure that we're sticking to our manifesting practices, and we are working on our self-development. We're always continuously doing that on a daily. But I've been just been relaxing at night. I've not been overdoing things. I'm still doing my course. I've passed 2 units on that, so I've got to do the next unit. So I'm kind of just in this September mode now, where I'm just getting my head down, and I'm just getting my course done. I need to booked my lovely podcast guest that I've they've sent forms in to come on the podcast, but I know some of them will be listening. I will be getting back to you guys. I'm just in that frame of mind at the minute. I need my energy to be really there. So yeah, my photo shoot really helped because I've got some new images. I can put some new content out there. But sometimes we don't have to have an excuse or a reason why we feel the way we do. We just need to just feel the way we do. We are human beings at the end of the day. We're not robots. And my son tires me out. He's been non-stop since he's been back at school. So I've been focusing on doing different things with him, and he's been tiring at night. And I think that just can just like deplete you when you're back to school runs. You don't realise it is probably easier when they're at home because you're not running around, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. But you're having to I'm getting up and getting him ready, and then I'm getting myself to work, and I'm like, come on, and before you know it, I'm up and I've got him ready, and I'm like, it's time to go. So that's why I have to get up early to get myself ready, get my hair washed, get my makeup. I need to get in that zone, need to get on the treadmill. But sometimes we just need to just think, you know what, let's write this week off. I do feel like I want like a week on the sofa of doing absolutely nothing. But last week I am having some veins taken out of my legs, so I know I'm going to have a couple of days off. So I think I'm going to use that time to do my course, be on the sofa. I'm not going to be able to drive for a few days. My friend just had it done, and she said like she thinks I could do 8 to 9 days. She said she struggled a bit for her. But she had a lot more taken out than me. To be honest, it looks like 3, but it's not as simple as that, is it? So I think they're going to catheterise these veins and they're going to put something in them. But I said I'm not going to sleep, so I am going to be awake. But I don't know when it's going to be because I've got my holiday coming up, and I'm like trying to think, well, I've got clients booked in, but there is nothing I can do. So I'm kind of, I don't really want it doing, but it's kind of, I'm quite looking forward to having the opportunity to have some rest, to just sit on the sofa. I won't be able to clean up. I won't be able to work. I have to actually relax. I have to really conserve my energy because it's veins. We need to make sure everything's going back to normal, whatever they're going to be doing. Because obviously you don't want to bleed. Have like little stitches in there. I mean, I don't know, I'm not the expert, but yeah, so I'll be glad when that's been done because obviously it has bothered me for a while. And now I've lost the weight, obviously I want to be able to wear the things that I want to wear and not have that. I think it's more visible now because I've lost the weight. And obviously they say like veins that are popping out a little bit or like dead veins. So obviously they're still working, but they're collapsed veins basically. So I was really shocked that I got seen straight away and I got an appointment straight away. So I was like really, really surprised. So, but yeah, so that's coming up. And I think this next like quarter is going to still be like, it'll go really quick. But I'm just going to make sure that I'm still focused on me. This September is about self-care. It's about looking after me and just listening to myself. I think I'm good. I'm really in tune with my body at the minute, how I'm feeling. Hormonal wise, it could be completely hormones. You don't know sometimes. I have a lot of friends that are perimenopausal at the minute, are really, really struggling, trying new medications out. We don't know what's going in our body. Our body can make us feel like a certain way. We also need medication to make us feel better and function as well, especially with our mindsets. But we do need to own the feeling of what we're feeling. We've got to admit when we feel tired and unmotivated, and I've just been journaling how I'm feeling, doing my gratitude. A couple of days I am back to normal again. Maybe coming down with a little something, but it doesn't always fully come out. It's typical like when you have time off. It's like, say, if you have a week holiday, that's when we tend to get cold sores or feel the burnout, or we end up just feeling like, oh, I can't believe I've got a week off and I'm poorly. And that's because we stop working. It's our body's reaction. And we also need to rest without guilt. So just curl up on the sofa, I've had my heated blanket out, just put your phone to one side, get a book. I mean, I fall asleep if I start reading, or just do some light yoga, just something for you. I love my home comforts and just lighting a candle and I've been having some soup this week, just, having just something different. So I think I'm definitely telling the difference now, because when we're in summer mode, we are in the salads, we are going out more, we're walking more. But when this winter time starts to approach, I think my body I've noticed the shift last week, and I'm guessing you probably have as well, because I've seen a lot of people online that are really feeling it at the minute. But just focus on you and what's working for you at the minute. Don't give yourself anything too heavy to do. Still have your goals, everything that you're doing. But what I've done, I've tried not to there's things that I want to do, and I'm going to events and doing different things, but I'm also having to say no, which I don't like, to things. Because I said to my husband, I've had to say no to this, and he said, but Lindsay, you're just doing so much at the minute, and you're always helping other people, and I really need to look after me and what I need, and Because otherwise, if it's, anyone outside your family doesn't look after you, we have to look, we sometimes, it's not always about the physical, it's about the emotional side that we can give to people, and that can really take our energy away. So we need to look at that sometimes, because we don't really think about that, do we? So if you are feeling flat, there's a lot of people feeling like that in a minute. I've seen people online that are really big in the business world, and they've gone really quiet at the minute. And I know it's nothing to do with the business. It is because then they put a post on and they're feeling heavy, they're non-stop, and they're just feeling a kind of way. So why can we not feel a kind of way? There might be actually no reason why you feel a certain way. There's always something going on. We've always got this going on. We've got that event. We've always got something to do at work, deadlines. We've got birthdays. We've got all sorts coming up. My son's birthday's coming up in December, and I've got my husband's in November, and I've got my holiday in October. So you're kind of like focusing on going away again and doing, having your little holidays. You might not be going away. I'm not going abroad. I'm going back down to Devon. So it's not going to be like a heat holiday. I'm definitely feeling like I just want to go maybe lie on a sunbed or something, just for a little bit of, some vitamins. Maybe I need to up my vitamins a little bit. Maybe it's that. I don't know. Sometimes it's my body saying, just relax, put your feet up, and just look after yourself. So, and you can still do everything in the background. You don't have to be like so visible all the time, because you do. I feel like that online. I'm trying to put pictures, and I do create my content. I schedule them out to go out. So on the outside, everyone's like, "Oh, look, she's non-stop here. She's doing all these things." But I haven't done a story for a few days, because I was like, yeah, when my energy's not there, it really shows up for me. I can really feel it. Because I feel like people can see it when I'm a bit like, oh. So when you're feeling a bit sluggish and a bit fluffy and a bit energyless, like, you just need to just maybe go for a spa, go for a massage. Yeah, just do things for you. And I bought some heated eye masks, so I've been putting those on every night. Love them. Some nice fluffy socks, and just some nice essential oils, rubbing it in my hands, just smelling those. I've changed my crystals up in my bra, so it's changing crystals. So maybe do a bit of research, thinking like, what crystals can I use now that's going to change my energy? Because obviously the crystals that I do wear, they are high in energy. So it's just different things that are going to help you get through this next month. The next couple of weeks, I think things will just change. It's a seasonal thing, I think. I think that can really hinder us. I feel like since the nights have gone darker, that heavy feeling has come in, and we have seasonal rhythms. So autumn, winter, it does. I feel like it naturally invites us to slow down, rest more, look inward. But the society, it says full speed. Come on, we've got to do this, we've got to do that as busy mums. We've got to show up online. We've got to do what everybody else, does, but we don't, because we're still adjusting. The kids have just gone back to school. You might have kids at college. We've all got things going on, and everyone's gone back to work, and everyone's threw themselves too far into it. But instead of fighting the season, we've just got to lean into it, because we've got to align your piece and with nature, and just a more softer, intentional approach. Feel yourself. I've been doing some meditation. Just create a little scene for you. Just have some nice things for you. Have a little self-care box, which I have, and some nice goodies in there. Just something for you to do. And just don't push yourself, because we've got to honour our energy, and because we sometimes have to say no to the pressure, because it's always on all the time. And sometimes we're like, oh, I've got this to do, I've got that to do. And I've been watching different series on Netflix. So just find yourself something to really embed in. And I've been putting my phone to one side and just snuggling up with my husband, just relaxing. And he's like, this is not you. And I'm like, I know. I'm just feeling this week. And I feel like it's just maybe seasonal. I do feel like it's probably just seasonal. And yeah, and next week I'll be jumping up and down, running on my treadmill. I'll be doing everything. And this is us. This is my life. We are just 100 miles an hour as parents, and we just don't stop, because I feel like we always have to prove ourselves. We always have to jump in head first, and we don't need to do that. So tonight I'm going to meet my son's new teacher, because he's done his options this year. So he's doing multimedia, because he wants to do YouTubing, and that is probably the only what he's good at. He likes YouTube. He likes doing voices, and I like doing voices when I was younger. So he likes doing things like that, and he's not there's probably a lot of things that he's not going to be good at because he's not very academic, but anything that's, you know what they're like online with the phones, they're really good for things like that. So I think, yeah, I don't know what the future holds, and I'm not going to stress about it too much. Like, one of the options was salon. I said, why don't you do salon? He's like, no. So I'm not going to like push him into it just because I do it. I mean, he could work with me, he could do different things, but you can't make a child do something that they've just got to follow their own path. Just because they're our child, we can't say, well, you've got to do what we do. And that's what we did back in those days. Like especially like for my husband's era, he said we all worked in the same place, and then you go work with your dad, and that was kind of like a pattern. We kind of keep the same profession in the family, and it's that's somebody else's beliefs. That's belief coding. It's how you are wired and what you feel like. You know, if you've been in the service, and a lot of people go into the service, it's just a natural progression of what you would do. But we've got so many options now, we can just do what we want, and that's all I just need to do is just, my son might not enjoy it, he might find it a struggle, but I did say to his teacher, I really want him, because he does sit in the shadows quite a lot, and other people that are stronger minded than him, he's quieter. I mean, they wouldn't believe what he was like at home compared to school. So I think he's a bit afraid tonight of what I'm going to say to his teacher, but I said to him, you can be quite a high rate at home, and I know for a fact he's not like that at school, so I'll be quite interested to see tonight what she has to say. He's very good at school, but I did say that I do need him to be really independent this year. I need him to up-level and up-skill himself, and because he's only got a couple of years, he's got like 2 years, and then he'll stay for like the college. But he's probably not going to do his GCSEs. I know he's not going to do his GCSEs, so he needs to find a skill, something he wants to do, and he actually wants to do it. But he is open to doing other things. I feel like it's so young to choose a child, choose what you want to do. I mean, I always knew I wanted to do hair and beauty, but not a lot of people know what they want to do. And obviously I've got into podcasting and self-publishing, but that's years later. That's like in my 30s, early 40s, like late 30s, yeah, early 40s. I'm 43, so that was later on, but I started like up-leveling my business later on. So honestly, I just think about all the things that I've done over the last couple of years. I need a rest. I need to just relax and just reap the rewards now. But I'm always like on to the next adventure. Like, what can I do next? I love networking. I love collaboration. I love business. And me and my friend had some photos done because we are going to be doing something next year. So I'm really excited. We need to sit down and arrange that, organise it. So yeah, I'm excited. I love doing things. Well, it's nice to do things as a collaboration. When you find somebody that you can gel with and you can work with, it's just amazing. And I see that so much in my business world. Like a few of my friends have close people, like allies that they work with, and they just really I think it's really nice that you can work together and really showcase you and your skills. So yeah, there's so much to look forward to, but I do need to look after me. And I do need to relax, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So let me know how you're feeling at the minute. Like, I'm surprised. I'm not even going to jinx myself about my pain management. So I've not been too bad with that. And my neck is feeling a lot better because I've been doing my physio. So I'm doing my neck exercises. But I know when the weather goes colder. I did last night go to bed, and you get like growing pains. And I know I'm too old for growing pains, but I could feel the cold, and I'm like, oh, this could trigger my fibro. So hopefully it won't do. So these are why I'm wearing my nice comfies, some bed socks, having hot baths. So I'm just changing things up again. I think sometimes we just need to change things up, don't we? Because, we just stay in like one season, but actually we do have to adapt to our next season now, and think how we can take care of ourselves and nurture ourselves a little bit more. So anyway, I'm going to go now. So anyway, I will see you next week. Let me know what you're up to, and yeah, take care of yourself. See you later. If you're feeling called to go deeper, to align more, create more, and really step into that next version of you, you'll find everything you need in my link tree. From my book, Manifesting Through Motherhood, to powerful resources and ways we can work together, it's all there waiting for you. Come and find me on Instagram or Facebook. I love hearing what landed with you. Don't forget to follow the podcast, and if this episode spoke to you, please share it with someone who is on their own journey too. And happy manifesting.